Hi, my name's Warren, and I've been suffering with hives for the past 2 years. The pain was keeping me up at night, and so I would go days without getting any sleep. And because I was so exhausted and I was in pain a lot, I was really grumpy, and my family did not like it. For obvious reasons. No one likes a grumpy guy. And you know what? I've tried all sorts of treatments, and all the doctors I went to just wasted my time. I was using antihistamines and any other kind of drug I can get just to get some sort of relief, but nothing was really working. So I'm just so happy with Dr. Gary's method that I wanted to make this video and say thank you so much for creating a method that was natural and really treated my hives. Not only were you able to help me treat my hives, but you treated me like a person and not just another patient. It only took me about 4 weeks to get back to normal, and Doc, I couldn't be more thrilled. So my family and I would like to say thank you for giving me my life back. We really appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Marie and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I used to suffer from hives. I did for years. Had horribly itchy red skin, blotchy. It affected everything in my life, from sleepless nights to just my everyday activities. I didn't want to go outside. I spent years trying to find the right way to get rid of my hives. I went to doctors. I spent tons of money on prescriptions. Nothing worked. And then I found Dr. Gary. Dr. Gary was so nice to work with. He's really a great person. His remedy is simple and effective, and it really works. Thank you so much, Dr. Gary.
I'd like to discuss with you this morning a very common problem that seems to be related to allergies, both the type of allergy that relates to skin contact and the type of allergy that's related to things you breathe and things you eat. Excuse me. Urticaria is a skin condition called hives, and commonly known as hives, and can affect people either with immediate severe reaction, which causes swelling of the tongue and lips and throat, which requires emergency room treatment. My grandson happens to have this reaction to milk. And it is so severe that if there is a trace of milk in anything that he comes in contact with, either touching his skin or if he ingests it, he gets asthma and giant urticaria of his the back of his throat, his tongue, and his lips. This is an emergency problem and must be taken care of, treated with steroids and adrenaline and antihistamines. Most people who have chronic urticaria or chronic hives do not have this immediate medical problem. It's not an emergency. They're treated with various antihistamines on a chronic basis and on an acute basis with corticosteroids or prednisone. It is a very difficult problem when the hives are so chronic that they appear daily, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason to why these things are occurring. In my practice, I deal a lot with delayed food allergies and acute food allergies, and this problem is more persistent and more of a problem for people when it is constant and repetitive. They're always taking antihistamines, some of which make them drowsy and affect their ability to drive and work, and others have to be maintained on steroids, which cause a number of side effects which are life-threatening and unpleasant, including weight gain and ulcers and diabetes and that sort of thing. So I look to those people who have chronic problems where they have hives on a repetitive daily basis to try and find the cause. The cause may be something as simple as detergent in the wash, or it may be a hand soap, as these contact issues need to be explored. However, once all of these things have been eliminated and it's obvious that this is related to something else, I start thinking about things that are eaten. It is important, if you can, to identify what things that are the cause, because if you can eliminate the cause, you obviously can remove the problem. In most cases, reactions that are immediate can be related to something that one's eaten or something that's contacting the skin. Typically, reactions to like latex and other substances which are in contact with the skin, like detergents in fabric, are related to where that touches your skin. Typically, latex in gloves will give you problems with your hands, but it can be a generalized reaction also. I'd like to focus here, however, on those things which are difficult to get at, and those are hives or urticaria caused by chronic allergy to consume things like foods and additives. Most allergists and most dermatologists realize that there is some cause for these chronic problems, and most of the time we don't know how to get at the cause. So I would highly recommend those people who have been through all the routine treatments of salves and lotions and cortisone creams and potions, look at their diet as a possible cause of chronic urticaria. To do this, you need to test the individual with skin testing or rash testing, and I feel delayed food allergy testing is a necessary part of a well-rounded diagnostic workup. If in most cases where the immediate allergy tests like rash and skin testing are either negative or equivocal, most likely you're going to find that the delayed food allergy testing done by Sage Medical Labs is very helpful in eliminating those foods which might cause your problem. I've had several patients who have been everywhere, including the Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, and have had no results in solving the problem because the doctors in those institutions are not aware of delayed food allergy problems. These delayed food allergy problems are not the same mechanism as the common allergies that we understand. And once that mechanism is understood and the foods are identified, the treatment is easy. Just eliminate foods that cause the problem, and you do not have hives or urticaria anymore. So I strongly suggest those people who have failed all other forms of diagnosis and treatment consider this as an alternative.
Hi guys, my name is Jason and I just wanted to make a quick video. First of all, thanking Dr. Gary for his ebook, and just to tell you a little bit about my experience with Dr. Gary, as well as with urticaria or hives, chronic urticaria that I had been suffering with for the past several years. You know, it was really a very depressing situation that I was in, as I had suffered from urticaria for several years, and it was a very painful experience, and honestly towards the end I had lost most hope of ever recovering from it. For those of you that might suffer from it, you know how painful and how off-putting it can be to live with, and how there are just countless sleepless nights, and countless failed treatments, really. I went through several different treatment processes, none of which were successful. I was taking antihistamines and all kinds of different drugs, and could get just to get some sort of relief from it, and none of it helped. I went to several different doctors, and it was just really a waste of time and a lot of money, because they all basically had the same treatment plan. Even though I would express to them that it didn't work in the past, they said, well, let's try it this way. And of course, the end result was it didn't help. And so I was stuck in this endless, seemingly cycle of pain and frustration. And I just really wanted to get back to a normal life. And like I said, I lost all hope that that was ever going to happen, until I did a lot of extensive research and finally came across Dr. Gary and his ebook for self-treatment, and his natural remedy to the situation that I was in. And I am so happy that I found him, because, and I just wanted to say thanks to Dr. Gary for his simple and effective natural treatment. It took about 4 weeks of his treatment to get back to normal life. And after that, I was completely rid of my experience, or my condition, or of my battle really with urticaria. And it just really it changed my life completely. And Dr. Gary as a person is someone who's very compassionate, and his main goal is to get you better, and that's his passion. He is very caring about people, and he understands the situation that you're in. Even if you've been to countless number of other doctors who weren't able to help, he understands that, and he believes that he can help you with his natural treatment process. And it's true, because he was able to help me, and like I said, it changed my life. I had suffered with it for so long, and I lost all hope, and he was kind of just something that I wasn't really putting a lot of faith in, but it was kind of a last resort, because I tried everything else, and I wish I had found him and gone to him first. It would have saved me a lot of pain and suffering, and a lot of time, pain and suffering that I went through. So I would just highly recommend him to anybody. He's such a godsend, and his treatment plan is such a godsend, and I can't say that enough. If you suffer from hives or urticaria, or even the closely related illness known as angioedema, he can help with that as well. And this treatment is 100% effective. It was for me, and I have the highest faith that it will be for you as well. So can't say enough good things about Dr. Gary and about his treatment process and just what he's done for me. But I would highly recommend that you check him out and check his ebook out, and consider his treatment plan as your treatment plan. And it's 100% effective. It was for me, and I'm sure that it will be for you as well. So that's it. Thank you, Dr. Gary, and thanks for everybody for listening to me.
Hi, this is Stacey Renee, and I want to say thank you from my whole family to Dr. Gary Levin for his new ebook. It was actually the only treatment that helped me self-recover from urticaria, hives. It was truly amazing. I have been in pain for years. I've had uncountable nights of no sleep or barely any sleep. I've spent lots of time at numerous doctors just wasting time over the years, up to a few months ago, and that's when I found Dr. Gary's website, and I used the ebook for simple and effective natural methods of treatment. like I said, truly amazing. I was using antihistamines and all kinds of over-the-counter drugs and prescription drugs just to get some relief. They wouldn't cure me, but just trying to get some relief. My family and I are so happy now that I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to you, Dr. Gary, for your simple and effective natural methods of treatment. It took me about 4 weeks to get back to normal, but wow, I forgot how wonderful life could be. Thank you, Dr. Gary, and for those of you watching, not only is Dr. Gary a amazingly intelligent person, but Dr. Gary is a truly wonderful person as well. He just truly amazing. Again, thank you, Dr. Gary. I couldn't have asked for anything more.